feel like I'm like off center. What the? Wow, this video is a mess. What's up guys, it's Alley Cat and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome to my channel and welcome to my new background. I'm kind of feeling this a lot more than the plain white background with the one picture. Honestly, this just came to me last night and I was like, you know what, I kind of want to sit on my bed filming a video, so here we are. Also, hopefully the lighting isn't too bad. I'm kind of going off of my floodlight in my room and natural light, so hopefully it's not bad. Also, the curls are back and they are gorgeous. I'm still learning how to like maintain them, but honestly I've been styling the crap out of my hair for the last week. So I was like, you know what? Let me take this week and let my hair breathe. I mean, I'm styling it tomorrow, but still. Anyways, moving on. Today's video is going to be a review. It's my first ever review, I believe, on a product. Like an actual review product. I want to go out and say I'm not sponsored by this brand to review this product. It's just a product I've fallen in love with and want to make a video for you guys in case you are wondering like if you should get it, etc, etc. And the product is Tanologist. Now, Tanologist is a self-tan brand. It's based out of the UK and it was created by a woman named Lottie Tomlinson. How I came across this, I mean, there's no secret. I've made it known on this channel. I'm a fan of One Direction. There's a point, I promise, stay with me. I've been a fan for years. I love their music, but I also am a huge fan of like their families, which I know sounds really creepy. I don't intend for it to. Just stay with me here. But I've always been a fan of their families because I think it's so cool that when they've created this platform for their families to go and off and do things that they want to do and become successful in their own way. And Louis Tomlinson is my favorite member personally. No shame on the other guys, he's just always kind of been my favorite. He has a huge family and I follow all of them on social media, really. I'm not even going to lie about that. And he has a sister, Lottie Tomlinson. And, well, he has many sisters, but one of his sisters is Lottie Tomlinson. And so months ago, honestly, probably 6 months ago, I was on Instagram and I came across, she had posted something about Tanologist, and I'd never heard of it before, and I was like, well, what's this? If she's created something, I want to support her because she's amazing. And so I clicked on it, and I found out it was a self-tanning thing. And I've always wanted to try self-tan, but in truth, I've just been really scared to do it just because of me possibly screwing it up, and also just all the chemicals and everything. And I'm just going to read what it says on the bottle. This product claims to be clean, vegan, and organic. So that's kind of what first caught my attention, was that it wasn't all chemically and probably bad for you. And the second thing was just how easy I kept reading it was. So I went on her website and I saw the product she has. You know, she obviously has shades in light, medium, dark, and then she has a gradual tan. And she also has it in like spray water, drops, lotions, and mousse, which I thought was really cool. I think it's a pretty generally like good range of stuff to have. And so I started reading like the history on it and the stats on it. And then, I mean, I thought the website was super helpful. It shows you videos on how to put it on. She gives her recommended tips on like how to, you know, apply it, when best to apply, and so on and so forth. So that's how I kind of heard of the brand, and I just immediately became interested, but I was still kind of scared to take the plunge, really. Why I chose to go with Tanologist? Well, the first reason why I actually chose to go with it is because I support Lottie. I think she's such a talented individual, and I just, why not support someone that you like? I mean, that's honestly half the reason people buy products today, is because someone they like is promoting them. So, or is like in charge of them or created them. The second reason was because it's clean, vegan, and organic. I never used any other self-tanner, so I don't have anything to go off on based on what my friends have told me who have used self-tanner. And it's just very chemically and whatnot, and I just wasn't about that. I don't want to put stuff on my body that can harm it. Obviously, I don't think anyone does. So those are the main reasons I did go with it. And also, it claims to be streak-free and odorless. And I was like, okay, well, those sound like two kind of important things when it comes to self-tanner, because I have heard self-tanner smells really, really bad. So again, I don't have anything to go off of, but my friends have told me self-tanner smells like absolute crap. So I was like, well, odorless, I'm kind of sold. The ordering process was pretty simple. I mean, it's kind of like just how you order anything, but US people, Americans, listen closely. And I know I don't mean to make this sound like a dumb thing or whatever, but this is a brand based out of the UK. It is based in London, which means when you order it, it's going to take about 2.5 weeks to arrive. Now, I'm used to this. Half of everything, like half of my wardrobe is from the UK, so I'm so used to like waiting long for stuff. But do not order this product a week before you want to use it for some event and expect it to come in, because newsflash, it won't. I ordered this December 27th or 29th, and it did not come in until the second week of January. So just letting you guys know, be warned of that. Also, when you order it, there's an $8 shipping charge that is on it because you are ordering it from the UK. So the order process is simple. I mean, you just go in, put in all your information, tally it up. The pricing for what I got, so I got the self-tan water in light, and the pricing for it was £22 and 99 pence. I don't understand the... Please, any UK viewers, correct me if I'm wrong, and I don't mean to offend. I don't know the whole coins things. I really only get the pounds. So basically it was 22 pounds, or really rounding up, 23 pounds. So tack on $8 for that. Convert that to American dollars, whatever that is. Then tack on $8 to that. I paid about $30 to $32 for this. Now, I know some of you might be like, well, that's kind of pricey. And like, yeah, I agree it is. For me, I'm a very frugal person, so like me paying $30 for something I'm not even sure I'm going to fall in love with, like, yeah, it's an absolute gamble, but I mean, at the end of the day, how are you going to find out if you like your product if you don't just splurge this once and get it? So I ordered it, and like I said, it took about 2.5 weeks to come in. Also, if you're in America, you have to sign for any international package. Again, this isn't like necessarily new knowledge. I'm just letting you guys know. So I don't know how that works if you live in an apartment or anything like that. I still live with my parents, yo-yo rent-free life. And so obviously, like, one of them, my mom signed for me. So just letting you guys know, someone does need to be there when the package is delivered to sign for the package. How you can know when it is being delivered is you do get an order number. Obviously, when they send you like the confirmation, like, congrats, thanks for ordering, you do get an order number, and when it ships, you can track your order. It'll take you to the Royal Mail website, which is, you know, London's Post. And really the only tracking you'll get from that is going to say like, oh, well, it's dispatched from London, it's heading to New York. Which, great, awesome. How do I track it further? If you scroll down on the page, there's going to be a thing that says like continue tracking with a button under it. Click that button, because then the tracking is going to take you to the USPS tracking, which obviously is the American equivalent to Royal Mail, and that'll actually tell you excuse me, that'll actually tell you, oh, your package is in transit, it'll be here by this date, this time, blah, 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 blah. So that way you can kind of plan if you're going to be home or not for that. First thoughts. So second week of January, I get home from work around like 5:30, and I get the package on my bed. It came in a really pretty shiny, like, kind of, what's that packaging called where it's like, looks like a rainbow on it, whatever that is. And I opened it up, it had my order paper in it, and it also had a little note from Lottie saying, thank you for ordering the product, please, I hope you love it, please, like, do a before and after and tag us in it. And this is what it looks like. So this is the product. I know it's kind of whitewashed right now, but my first thoughts when I opened this were, holy crap, this is a big bottle. And I automatically knew at least without even trying the product, I knew like, okay, this is worth it, because look how freaking big this bottle is, guys. I've used this twice already, and it, like, hold on, let me see, and it looks like I barely made a dent in it. Like, that still looks full to me. Ooh, my makeup. Huh. Anyways, so that was my first thought, was like, oh my god, it's a huge bottle, which is great, and also, okay, well, some of my money is already being worth, because this thing's gonna, I just spit. This thing is gonna last me forever, which Woohoo, great, awesome. How to apply: to spray onto dry skin and blend with a tanning mitt using large circular motions. Shower 1 to 4 hours after application. Wash hands thoroughly after application. So this is what I did. I put on a bikini. This was my first time doing it. I have done it once since then. I put on a bikini and I basically did that. I got a tanning mitt from Ulta and just used that. But I did not realize how easy it was to like do. You literally, so you just take it off. I'm obviously not going to do now, but you spray it on like you would spray sunscreen. So I literally went like 1, 2, 3, and then I just did circular motions around all my arms, both my arms. And I just repeated that same motion throughout my entire body. Now the only difference is when you're doing it on your hands and feet, Lottie recommends that you buff it in with a brush, and I have to second that recommendation because a mitt's not going to get like in the crevices of your fingers or your toes. So again, it's the same thing. You just spray it on your hands and you use just a makeup brush or like a clean, preferably a clean brush or like a clean makeup brush, and you just buff it in. Like, I don't know if you're going to be able to pick this up on camera, but you can kind of see right there is kind of where I forgot to get right down here. So here's the line. I don't know if you can see it on this too. Maybe not. But yeah, so just buff it in, really buff it in, because if not, the first time I did it, there was like very clearly a very clear line going on my palm. Whereas this time it is blended in really well, but I just forgot to kind of take it this little bit down. And that's my bad. But again, it doesn't matter because it still looks great. It's super easy to use. She does recommend maybe on your elbows and your knees to put lotion on, because obviously the little crinkly bits. I did that the first time and I didn't do it the second time, honestly, just because I forgot. But I don't notice a difference at all in the turnout. Also, I know people say exfoliate before you self-tan. Again, didn't do that. Haven't noticed a major difference. Another thing about applying it, she does recommend, I almost dropped this thing on the floor. She does recommend, like I read earlier, washing your hands right after you use it. The first time I did that, the first time I went by the book, because that's just who I am, and I washed my hands, and honestly, I wouldn't recommend it. And the reason I'm saying that is because I ended up with like half of my self-tan on here washing off, and it was just like pale and then tan. So that's why I'm saying I don't recommend washing your hands after it. That's why I use a mitt. So that way my hands don't get touched with it, like the bottom of my hands don't like get it on it. So that way I can still go about doing things. I left it on for 4 hours. Obviously the longer you leave it on, the more tan you are. She recommends 1 to 4 hours. Wouldn't go over that. But yeah, so I would leave it on for 4 hours. So do it on a day where you know you don't have to go anywhere and just you're doing household stuff. Because that's what I do. I wait for a day to come about that I know I'm just doing laundry, lounging around, and not doing anything. And that's when I did this. Now, if you are by yourself, what I would recommend is for like to reach your back. Because this is what I did the second time. I applied it on Sunday. It's now Thursday. Is my mom has like a bath thing. It's like a wooden stick with like a soft little white plush thing. It's not even plush. It's just like a white circular thing on it that she uses to put lotion on her back. I used that for this. So I sprayed it on my back and then I did the same motion. And then obviously my lower back I can reach with my hand. So really easy to apply. It honestly took me about 5 minutes to do my entire body. I'm not exaggerating. And the best thing about this, it doesn't transfer to clothes. I literally put this on and put these sweatpants on. I haven't washed them since I did this. And like there's no smell on them. There's no like stains on them or anything. So you can 100% throw this on, then throw your clothes over it and just go about your day. It does not transfer, so you do not have to worry about that at all. And honestly, it just made me fall in love with this product even more because of that. Now, I will say, for its claims, this is kind of going into the pros of cons. For its claims, it is streak-free. I haven't had no issues with it being streaky, which is great. But I can't 100% say it's odorless. And I will tell you why. So again, I've never used any self-tanner before this, so I can only assume when she says odorless, she means it doesn't it doesn't smell like other self-tanners do, which I have no idea how they smell. I'm gonna guess, just based on my friends telling me, it's very chemically and it's just not pleasant. There is a smell to this, but it's pleasant. It kind of smells like spring. That's what I think of whenever I smell this, and it's honestly not bad. You put it on, and after like the first 30 minutes, you don't really realize it. So it's a pleasant smell. It's not bad at all. But I can't say like I said, I can't say it's odorless because it does have a smell, but I'm assuming she meant like it doesn't smell like other self-tanners, which in that, I mean, again, I just have my friends to go off on, so I'm going to say she's right. Also, something weird happened to me, and I'm just going to let you guys know. I have emailed them and let them know about this, maybe to put a warning label on. First time I did this, like I said, I was at Kyle's house, and I put my clothes back on, and I had an itch on my leg, on like the side of my thigh, on my right thigh. So of course I itched it like I normally would. After 4 hours, I went into the bathroom to kind of take off my clothes and just rinse it all off like instructed, and there was like this really weird spot on my leg. It literally looked like blood vessels had popped, and like my veins were just like super dark. My blood vessels were like really red, or my blood spots were really red, whatever. It was kind of freaky to look at. Like, it didn't hurt or anything like that. It was just there, and obviously I could only assume it was because I scratched while I had this on. It's gone now. It went away a couple days after. All was well. All is well. I applied it again, and I didn't have that issue the second time because I didn't scratch. So I don't know if it was just my skin personally reacting to it. I have very normal skin. It's not dry or anything like that. It's not oily. So I would just recommend when you have this on, do not scratch. If you need to itch, just tap wherever the itch is. That's another way to get rid of an itch. Oh, also, if I didn't say how you take this off, literally you just stand in the shower and you just let the water wash it off. I don't use soap. The first time I used soap and everything, and then the second time I didn't. Again, I did not notice that big of a difference. So, really any difference at all. But yeah, don't itch. The pros. Easy. Very, very easy to use, especially for a beginner. Now that I've done this, I kind of want to get like the medium shade next time. But again, I probably will not go through this that quick because I only apply it about every 2 weeks. Just because that's when I feel it's kind of really fading, and I kind of go by my hands because I can see it on my hands the most, those faint lines. So when that starts fading, I'm like, okay, I need to reapply it. But it's very easy to use. Like I said, it took me 5 minutes to do my entire body, and after 4 hours, I just get this really pretty like glow from it. And I don't know if you could really tell on camera, but like off camera, you can definitely tell I'm tanner. It's, like I said, quick to apply, and you really do get kind of like that effortless glow, and it's a great product. I did say in the beginning I would tell you why I think it's worth the money. Well, number one, like I said, I've used this twice and it looks like I barely put a dent into it. So right there, for me, it's worth the 30 bucks. And it also claims to do everything it says, except for the odor thing, which again, I still kind of think it does because I think she meant it doesn't smell like other tanners smell. But it does everything it says it does, and it's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful product. I will definitely be purchasing this again. It was worth the 2.5 weeks wait. It was worth the 30 bucks. I am a huge fan. And I love how this isn't harmful to you. It's a safe product to use, and that right there is just great for me. So that's all I have for this video. If you have any questions, please ask like about how I applied it, or I think I covered everything. I don't know why this video was so hard for me to film. I think I just got started off on the wrong foot. But hopefully I covered everything for you guys, and hopefully you enjoyed it. I will link the Tanologist website down below. If you guys want to check it out, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you next week. Bye.